Yeah, and I was going to grab the broken blade of mine and shove them in my bag for the moment.
I don't know if I would do that. It is a monofilament.
Well, yeah, in the sheath that I've got for it.
Oh, that'll take a couple rounds.
Yeah, well, those two are going to hunt down and massacre the one remaining ones. The last
You've
of the
got time.
Mohicans. I mean, the
No problem. We go to the next round then. Villains are first. Going or being unconscious or asleep is approved. Right. It attempts to shamble off. It simple actions away, so you guys can, or actually, TJ can simple action up to it and attack. Chris will have to sprint up to it if he wants a piece.
Yay!
Because you got down there extra fast. Doc Fulton pulls a fumble card. Let's see what he gets.
Only 2 more.
Doc Fulton, your lightsaber goes.
Broken.
Unless you want to spend a hero point or a reroll and get a new fumble card. Or repair it later.
Two more damage, Logan.
Got it. I don't know how many hit points that one's up to.
That was the 7, I believe. So
all right. Right. Chris, instead of your lightsaber breaking with your hero point, you are just stunned. You're at a -30 for your next action. I'm sure he's happy with that, so I'll go to next round. Heroes are first. Villains have a chance of dropping shit if you damage them. Right. So, TJ, you're definitely in the best position. Chris, if you want to sprint after it, you're going to have to do it at -30. You're in the street. People are screaming and scattering and stuff as you are doing this on the street.
10.
Right. That gives it a 20% chance of dropping its knife. TJ, roll a 20 or less and it drops its hook knife.
On a 100?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. I'm going to reset that. Good. I have a name for this session. I was thinking about calling it Frozen Faces. All right. So, TJ, it's up to you to hunt this down. One guy's busy putting pieces of a very sharp, don't fuck with this with your fingers blade into a scabbard. The other one is like sitting there wandering up. So it's all up to
you. Potential boss who has money.
So it attempts to sprint away on its turn. It does. It sprints. So now you're going to. Unfortunately, it's not a direct action against you.
That's right. No worries.
No problem. You're just going to need to sprint to catch up to it. But from what you've seen, these things are not great at sprinting. So next round, heroes are first and cannot attack. Reloading is approved. But you can sprint.
Fumble. Fuck me.
No problem.
No, I'm fumbling.
I wouldn't spend your hero points. Well, it's up to you. Yeah, you don't want it to get away. I get that. Okay.
I don't know who it's going to report to. I'd rather it not report.
I can't imagine why. Well, people in the streets are screaming and going, "Oh, look at that lower class man with an axe."
I catch up.
Part of the working classes, says somebody. Right, you sprint up behind it. Now it tries to go. If it fails its sprint, which it probably will, next round,
it ran, then I run.
It shuffles forward. We go to next round. You can shuffle up if you go first. And you do not. But villains are first and stunned. Martial arts is approved. It shuffles off. I mean, it doesn't even try to sprint. So now you need to sprint and then try again next round. You're basically running down the street, dodging around. People are like, "Oh, I say," says some guy with an albatross head.
Right.
So a simple sprint roll, and you're right behind it. Right. Yep. Next round. Oh, Pete, did you want to sit up there and go, oh, whoa, broken knife? If you want to do that, you can try to get a card.
Sure.
Go ahead. You do a little Mr. Beanie.
So what was the actual approved action, sorry?
That round was martial arts.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually do have martial arts blade anyway.
And a hook knife in your hand.
That's right. No, that's not going. No.
Perfect. Fumble card. Right, you go, oh, yeah, yeah. You vomit all over him.
Damn it.
Yeah, we're talking epic vomit here. Shirts covered, regular folk would be horrified. And okay, next round. The fumble cards are my favorite. Heroes are first, TJ, and you're right in striking distance. And the best thing is any action you have to roll for is approved. So TJ, all you got to do, never mind. So are you doing anything you'd have to roll for this round, Pete?
Is it roll
Probably.
and succeed?
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately so. No, nothing coming to mind immediately.
Right. And the bad guy attempts to sprint away. It just it's shuffling down the sidewalk with a guy behind it with an axe going chop, chop. And now people are not screaming so much because they're not seeing what you're doing. They're like, oh, what are you doing with that axe and stuff like that. But then they'll see like the pieces of another one that you kind of squished when you landed on it. And they're like, oh, there's a head. Oh. So, yeah, but they're not sure what you're doing. So, yeah, we now go to next round where the vomit-colored ambassador says, let's see. Right. Heroes are first. Preferred action. GM note. Innocents get in the way of combat if at all possible. So, right, TJ, some lady is between you and the bad guy going, oh, I say, put down that axe, you horrible man. And she begins hitting you with her purse ineffectually. Ranged attacks are approved.
Is there a way to shove her into the legs of the thing I'm chasing?
I'll tell you what, if you can give me a unarmed roll followed by a strength roll, then yes.
And that's the approved action, correct?
Yes.
What are you doing? Get out of the way, bitch.
You see what the lower classes are like there, repeat. Uncouth.
As soon as I find the unarmed skill.
I'm impressed you have fire suppression. This character seems to have been made for you.
Natural weapons section, top left.
Martial
It's the
arts.
last one in.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hiya. And there goes an old lady by half.
Okay, and the strength roll, if you can make that, then yes, I'll give it a negative from Hal.
Strength is here. Fail.
Right. Just push the old lady. She
The big old
slightly
lady.
jostles it, but it's not enough to propel her as you'd like to. It has a
Is there a
slight
card for shoving an old lady?
no, but
Okay.
you do give it enough of a negative that it has to draw from the fumble deck. Well, it had to draw either way. And right, its hook knife disappears. Bing. It looks like, where did it go? And we now go to next round. Rude, screams the old lady. And heroes are first and have a chance of being knocked down if they take damage. Stabbing yourself for full damage, including strength bonus, is approved. Pete,
No.
you do have a monofilament weapon.
No.
Roger. Pinky.
Right. The old lady is beating you. You actually take a little bit of damage. You take 1 point from the old lady hitting you with her purse and yelling, "Gods, gods, this ruffian's attacking me."
Right. I attempt to kill the straw man.
All right, you simple action up to it where it's like windmilling around and staggering forward and shit.
Critical.
God damn.
Double damage, so.
9 more damage. That'll do it.
All right, it falls into pieces and she makes a sanity roll. She says, and she makes a willpower times 3 roll. And wait, please. She goes, and runs away.
Good.
It looks like temporary insanity is your friend.
Excellent.
I'm assuming the doctor left.
For 20 melee rounds.
I'm
Sorry,
assuming.
what were you saying?
I'm assuming when Doc went running down the stairs, he left the doctor's bag here. So I shall grab the doctor's bag.
There is so much evidence just all over. The only really damning part are the heads. Everything else could be explained away, but the heads are a bit awkward.
Are they fresh or are they rotting?
Rotting.
Oh, the heads are easy to explain away.
Good. Well, it looks like you may have to do some because it looks like this is spilled out into the street. You see the fireman, as I'll call him, doing the I'm Studley as shit walk back toward the building.
I pick up, hold. The knife that guy had, or
the one
as I walked,
disappeared?
I looked for the knife.
Oh, the other one that you squished had? Yes, there it is.
They both had a knife. I'm
They
assuming
did.
this guy dropped his along the way, maybe while he was running. I'm looking for that while I make my way back to the other knife. I don't want to leave weapons with civilians.
Yeah, that one seems to have disappeared. There's no mystery. It simply disappeared out of your coma.
Fair enough. I'll make my way back and pick up the other knife.
All right. It's a kind of an old, nasty-looking hook knife.
Sure. And then I will look at the doorway where Doc was.
He does not appear to be here anymore.
Make my way back up to the boss.
I shall make use of the water closet to try and clean up a little bit.
All right. No mystery as to where Doc went. He also simply disappeared. You're pretty sure that when you get upstairs, you may be the only person, and then maybe all the other people will disappear out of your coma-induced fantasy, and then you're going to be fucked.
I sit on the couch. I put the knife on the coffee table.
Boss is gone too. Everybody's gone.
I just close my eyes and try to go back to sleep.
Sadly, when you open your eyes, he's back. He smells like vomit. There's a lot of vomit on the floor as well. And he's giving you that look.
The fuck happened to you?
I threw up.
Did you eat something bad?
You know, undead attacking. I had a bad reaction.
Okay, so you're going with undead on this one.
Oh, that's what I'm going to be telling the guards.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, so I chased the other two.
They are familiar with zombies and stuff like that, so it's the fact that the heads are rotting and
zombies
they
is
feel
the
being
thing.
animated.
Zombies here? That's a thing?
Well, the main magic that elves use is necromancy.
Okay, so if someone bites me, should I be worried about that?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Help. Give him a link.
All right, on it.
All right, so those two are gone. Here's the knife. I didn't want to leave it on the street for some kid to pick up.
Yep. All right, let's go back to it. Let's go down to our carriage.
I put my axe back in the case, close the case up.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not going to go down to the carriage because I want to. We're trying to keep this discreet, so I want to clean up. I want to the room.
It will take more than a shovel to clean up this mess. There's just imagine like a couple 100 pounds of rotting meat, bones, straw, cloth, so several rotting heads.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
It's almost impossible to clean up this mess. Plus, there's two out in the street.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I'll go downstairs, and when one of the guards turns up,
They do.
could you please summon Lieutenant
Yeah,
Bridger?
Chris.
Who are you? Oh, wait, who are you?
The Australian ambassador.
Oh, he says. Right. We're going to have to ask that you remain here, sir.
Certainly.
No problem. Eventually, more guards come and they stake out the neighborhood, and Lieutenant Bridger eventually shows up. Hold on a minute. Oh. Did you reset your internet? Did you
Yes,
yell
I
at
did.
everybody else?
No.
Did you kill everybody else?
No.
Don't answer that.
Well, we are on recording, but that's no reason not to. Right.
No.
Lieutenant Bridger turns out to be a bulldog-headed guard. He comes in and he says, "What's all this then?"
Just sit on the couch.
Oh, well, the boss went outside to wait for the guard.
Oh, yeah. I followed him out then.
All right. What's
Shall-
all this then?
Let us, Lieutenant Bridger, let us retire to somewhere a bit more quieter.
All right. Yeah, there's a lot of people on the streets and stuff. He takes you inside into the stairwell.
Yes. As I believe you understand, you were investigating the disturbance at the residence on the second floor.
Odd that this should be going on here.
Yes, it appears to be related, and I'm sure you understand the requirement of discretion due to the nature of the individuals involved here.
What's going on?
There appear to be some sort of undead involved.
Elves.
I'm not sure if it's elves. It appears to be the necromancy appears to be different to what we have seen the elves use.
You know what they say, sir. Where there's undead, there's elves.
Well, except for the fact that the what are they? The glowing-eyed people also use necromancy.
Glowing-eyed people. Haven't
Yes,
seen any
you
of
know.
those in almost a year now.
Nice.
They cleared
I
out
mean,
before the
This
elves.
now, right?
Oh, where'd you come from?
I've been right here. You're quite the police officer, aren't you?
I'm a guard, he says.
Yeah, whatever. Guard, policeman, useless. It's all the same thing, right? So anyway.
What? What?
And anyway, Lieutenant Bridger, as I'm sure your
Where are the undead
superiors
doing?
your superiors will want this to be kept on the low.
Give me a fast talk roll there, Holmes. He says. He shakes his finger at Fulton.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to have to take a look at it.
Of course. I believe you are a man of discretion and
Very well.
upstanding.
Are you working for or with his
Yes.
lordship? Do
Yes.
you have any? I hate to ask you for
Letter of introduction. Here you are.
Well, very good, sir. Well, let's go upstairs and see what we have.
Yes.
Question, Joshua.
Yes.
He's fine.
I appear to have been stabbed a couple times, and how do we?
Doc here. Doc here is a doctor.
No, I've got a medic. He has lucky bandages. Last guy who was bandaged on him did not die from the stabbing. He did die from the disease later, but the stabbing he did not die from. we'll use the same bandage.
Look over at Doc, who's been carved the fuck up too, and wait for Doc to heal
I put
himself.
I put a Hello Kitty Band-Aid on you. Boop, there you go. Right on your forehead. You'll be fine.
Is it better?
There you go. Well, I see you're an expert at medicine, says the guy.
I put one on myself too. Right on. Whoop, there we go. I'll be fine.
All right. Well, we'll get this sorted then.
Mhm.
Move along. Move along.
Oh, you're looking for droids. Gotcha. All right.
He looks at the camera and looks confused.
Look at Joshua. So, point at the Band-Aid.
You'll be fine. Just sleep it off.
Yeah, pretty much. You'll be able to sleep it off.
But it is nighttime. It is getting quite late.
All right. So the pawn shop will be closed. The theatre district's probably going to be fairly closed as well. The penciled address for Joseph Salt.
The ones that were crossed out, you mean?
Yeah, didn't you say it was crossed out in pencil and there was another address written on it?
No. You just crossed out the old one. There's no telling where he lived.
You could have the Blaylock address.
Your carriage is outside.
Yes. Sorry, what was that, Colburn?
We have the Blaylock address.
Yes, but it is quite late now, apparently.
It is. The carriage guy freaks out and he goes, "Hold on just a second." He puts down blankets and stuff on the inside because two of you are all bloody and shit. You don't want the ambassador's coach to get stained. And he climbs back up. He doesn't offer to heal you or anything. You have a Hello Kitty Band-Aid on your head, and that means you'll be just fine.
That's right.
It makes sense. Sure.
It all comes into your coma. You're listening to Coma Radio. So, where do you guys go? Where to, sir? Very good, sir.
Back to the embassy, unless you two wish to continue on.
Is there lodging at the embassy?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You notice that the horses aren't quite regular horses. They're kind of like a lizardish looking horse. And on the street, you pass a guy who has a horse head instead of a regular head. He waves. "Hello, Australians. Shut up. Do you know what time it is?" "Oh," he says. You guys arrive back at the embassy, and it shows you two go in, and the rooms are really crowded and stuff. There's multiple people sleeping in them and stuff. You two do manage to get a little bit of sleeping space and stuff, and it just shows you laying down. You're all bloody and stuff like that, lumberjack, and then it just shows you laying there, and somebody puts their arm across you.
They get an elbow.
Ooh. Right. Meanwhile,
are we going down the path of the hand between the pillows and it not being the pillows?
Meanwhile, it shows Pete, and it shows like two guys opening his doors, and it shows this huge fucking room, and it's got this majestic bed, nobody around, lots of space. It shows people helping him off with his clothes and stuff, and shows Fulton laying there, and somebody's hand goes.
I'll go sleep in the spaceship. I don't know what you're talking about.
The spaceship is actually full. There are other people sleeping in there. You find out. I mentioned that earlier to the other guys.
Motherfuckers.
I suppose there's people sleeping in the car as well then.
Yes. And those are considered good spots.
The white 1982 Alfa Romeo Alfretta we have there in the stable.
Mm-hmm.
Good. We sleep. I don't care. Fuck these people.
Yes.
Right.
Sleep in the dirt. Don't care.
Everybody who's wounded, give me a willpower roll. Lower is better. This is for the healing feeling. And TJ, you will fail your willpower roll and not heal at all. You want to roll the ×5, so it'll tell us what you get ×4, ×3, ×2, etc. In Chris's case, it's easy. You got ×3. TJ, you heal 1 hit point. Woo!
Right.
Chris, you healed 3 hit points with your first roll there. And you got to check in willpower, which you don't need. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys wake up in the morning. You notice Fulton's looking a little bit better. Apparently, he gave himself the good Hello Kitty Band-Aid. You feel like stabbed shit.
All right.
So you guys gather at the breakfast table and such. Food gets served to you. You guys eat. It's a new day. A new day. Another 15 gold, maybe.
All right. So, do we go and try and track down Joseph Salt, or do we go and speak to his best mate Blaylock, or go to the theatre and see if we can find this producer? We have multiple leads at the moment.
Let's go to the doctor first, and then see
Right.
his friend. Because
Chris froze up again.
Bummer.
He was doing so well, too.
Mm-hmm.
we see the friend.
Yep.
So, I'm curious as to what Chris thinks, but
Well, he did say go to the doctor first.
Go to the doctor. Because we see the best friend first. The best friend might run off and go tell it. I guess I'm still frozen.
You're unfrozen again.
Yay.
Right.
So, what?
How will you find the doctor? He is completely,
We go to the pawn shop and speak to. Where is it? Where is my note? We've got a letter. We've got a letter that tells us how to do it. But yes.
Excellent.
We go to the Purbright's pawnbrokers on Full Road and ask for Jack Will, and
meet up with Jack Will. He's a monkey-headed guy, and he's like, you here to pawn something, huh? Yeah.
I understand you can assist us in getting in touch with Dr. Salt.
What? I'll never tell anything about that. You'll never get it out of me. I don't know anything. I know nothing.
We have a matter that I believe he can assist us with. I tap my nose.
Give me a fast talk roll.
And but the amounts were on the note were silver, wasn't it? I'm assuming.
Yeah. But give me a fast talk roll.
That's all right. I'm thinking about something else.
By the way, this is a fairly low rent place, but people leave you guys alone because Australians. He goes, "You don't look pregnant," he says.
There is somebody I wish to assist as such.
You'll never get anything out of me. I'll tell you.
Look, we got to get our girl back on the street, okay? So we just need the guy to do his thing.
Give me a fast talk roll. He goes,
Jesus Christ.
he's really too good at this. He goes, "Oh, you're pimps. I thought all of the Australians were combatants and shit, and he's all beat up, and he's all beat up. Did you beat them up? Are they your whores? Okay," he says. He tells you where he is.
Good man.
He says, this one's the bottom bitch, I can tell. So that means this one, he points at the fireman, is the pregnant one. You whore.
That's right. That's right.
This one's
pregnant.
Yeah, I don't really know Australian physiology, he says. You guys
There's
get
nothing
his
wrong with
address.
being a back alley Sally. Come on now.
Tell me, I have this pawn ticket.
Oh, okay. You want to pay it out?
Yep.
Right. He charges you more than is on the ticket, but it's still under a gold.
Yep.
You get his fucking microscope and slides and shit. They're
Lovely.
not great, but they're not bad. Now you've got a
That's all right.
microscope. It's your first one.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It also gives us something we can potentially give to him depending on how we handle Salt.
No problem. You guys head over there. He lives in a shitty place. You're not sure if he's in or anything like that, but you know.
We're talking a tenement building type place, a little shack.
Tenement building, like an apartment building and stuff, but you know exactly where he's at. The guy gave you his address and everything.
We go to the door.
No problem. It's closed.
Knock.
Who is it? Says a deep, gruff voice.
Somebody in need of services that I have heard individuals here can provide.
Oh. What do you want?
Services rendered.
2 doors down.
Dr. Salt?
Oh, you need a doctor. Door opens, bareheaded guy. You notice he's clutching his side as though he's wounded. And he goes, Australians! Closes the door.
Attempt to put the foot in the door.
Give me an unarmed roll to get the foot in there before he closes the door.
Fumble.
No problem. You kick the wall next to the door really hard.
Do I do damage to my foot?
Maybe. Let me look. No, the door closes.
I opened my case.
Why don't you try the door first? Oh, actually, you're fairly strong, aren't you, Doc? From memory, vague memory.
So, excuse me, sir. We'd like to talk to you. It's going to be okay.
You hear locks being done. Australians! Oh my god! I'm fucked. I'm so fucked.
I believe we have a microscope that belongs to you.
What floor are we on?
You are on the 4th.
So he's not going out the window.
You hear locks being done. Give me a fast talk roll at half there, Pete. He doesn't love the microscope that goddamn much.
Fast talk. -30. No.
You hear furniture starting to get drug across the floor.
I look at Doc while holding the axe.
First, I'll try to kick the door open. Fuck it.
All right, give me a strength roll. Lower is better.
Nah, I made it.
All right,
it's
a shitty door. You kick the lock part off. It kind of flops open a little bit.
So, what sort of race was he?
He's got a big bear head. He says he's got like a coffee table. Shit. He goes over and he.
Please take a seat.
Seat.
We want to
talk. He looks over like a big meat cleaver. Looks at you three. Notices the guy with the axe. And he goes, "Okay." He sits down. Hey, give me an intimidation roll, please. Yeah.
Yay.
I mean, having a guy with a trumpet case is one thing. He goes, he sits down anyway. That number 3-1. He's on the 4th floor, and the guy's got an axe already out, and he looks happy. He doesn't need this kind of stress today. He sits down, and he says,
close the door.
I'll tell you all I know for a bunch of money. I need money to get out of here.
Start talking.
Start moneying.
Do you need medical attention?
I'll be fine, he says. I'm a doctor. by the looks of it, he's not a good one. He doesn't even have a Hello Kitty Band-Aid on his bare head.
Has he put the coffee table down again?
Yeah, he's sitting in a chair. As soon as he saw you guys had outnumbered him and have an axe and shit, even though he failed his intimidation roll, he wants no part of this fucking rodeo. He's sitting down asking for money now. That's about it.
I pull out a gold coin and spin it on the table.
He just laughs at you. I'm going to need big money to get back to Genovia.
Why do you want to go back to Genovia?
Empathy rolls. He just gives you a look like, are you dumb? And everybody looks over at the guy with the axe and goes, right. You're thinking he's a bit horny, TJ, but you're not familiar with the big bear heads. The other two guys, he is terrified. He wants to blow this popsicle stand in the worst sort of way. McKay, with your quarter, pretty much he would rather throw himself out the window than get nothing out of this. He needs a lot of money to get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Logan.
Yeah.
I'm going to just walk behind the chair he's sitting in.
Give me a new intimidation roll. Because having a guy with a fucking two-handed axe standing behind you while you're negotiating is known to be a little bit scary.
Do you want a reroll card, Tim?
Yeah, that'd be great.
You're petting his hair. So furry. So furry.
Hold on.
Give him a neck massage. What? Am I doing
reroll? Reroll.
Did you bring enough gum for everyone?
Ew.
Shit.
I never meant to fucking.
He's petting him. He's like, it's so furry.
I always wanted to have a bearskin rug.
Yeah. Right. Well,
I had a teddy bear look just like you when I was a kid.
What? He said.
That he could sleep with?
I scratch him behind his ear.
Oh.
He looks like he's a little creeped out.
Where are we? All right, I put 10 gold down.
Give me a bargain roll at this point. Let's see how that bargain's doing there, Pete.
Because I'm not exactly running around with lots of gold on me, strangely enough.
Odd. You can, put it in the, Hey, he says, that's not even enough to get a passage.
People don't tend to walk around with 30, 40 gold on them, do they?
Oh, I'll wait, he says.
I pick up the gold and then look at my axe.
Are you offering to throw in the axe as well? He says, confused, and Mr. I can't intimidate anybody. How much is the axe
I think
worth?
he just paid for.
What?
He froze.
No, he's still moving.
10 gold coins. I've got money now.
That, maybe that 10 gold is just to take your.
To take my what?
Keeps freezing at the most awkward moments.
It is, isn't it?
And the answer is.
Oh, Chris.
There he is. He's back.
Take my what?
Fuck, he froze again.
I don't. Somebody tell me what I'm supposed to be doing, says the bear guy, looking totally confused.
Talk to us is what you're supposed to be doing.
I want big money for this. Big money to talk to you people. I
Want
gotta
me to
get
just
out of
start
here. I want to do it
off
in
parts?
style. What? Stop petting my ear.
Like fucking petting his head and lean over, look at Joshua. You want me to just start cutting parts of him off?
Oh, I know you're kidding, he says.
It's not going to help us get information, unfortunately, in this instance. I don't think.
Right. You guys keep talking. I start wandering around his apartment.
I'm not
Nope.
sure how much.
Do we have
Inter-
Chris back? We may have Chris back.
Does he have anything interesting? I start poking around.
As soon as Chris gets ready to talk or anything, he immediately freezes up. Let me see what he's got in here.
Like notes. I check to see if he's got any paper that maybe had something written on it, so it left the indents on the next level down, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. You find yeah. If you had a pencil, you could see you have no fucking pencil. You found a piece of paper. It's got indents in it, but you can't tell what it is.
Does he have a fireplace?
Yes, of course.
Oh, then he's got ash.
Excellent. You're doing the ash. You do it. And it comes out like a guy with a big penis and a big grin on his face, and you're like, God damn it.
I just look over at the guy.
So, all right. So you want money to get you want money to leave,
Yes. And an escort to the docks. They're after me.
and would you? And what about your missing medical bag, which has got your notebook about you eating fetuses?
I didn't eat them. I sucked the serum of eternal youth if I could get it to work, but it's not working. But someday,
Yeah. What do you think the guards would think about you feeding on the fetuses of?
it would be awkward, but it wouldn't help you. You
No,
can't.
but it certainly wouldn't help you.
You certainly can't threaten me. Give me an intimidation roll, Pete, because he's convinced that there's no scary people here. The one guy keeps petting his ear.
At all.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing really interesting. There's no stuff on the slides. It looks like it's kind of cleanish. It's not as clean as it should be. A good
Curious.
sterilization.
Joshua, as an ambassador, you have the ability to have a group of people with you travel across borders, correct?
Yes.
Without questions being asked of who those people are?
Mm.
So you have potential to easily move someone from one place to another.
Yes, but they still have to pay for the transportation.
Even if they're a refugee?
Well, if they were leaving San Angeles to go back to the mainland.
But it wouldn't be here, correct?
Wouldn't be here. Sorry, in what way?
Meaning if this individual here needed to go away, there are ways through the embassy in which we could make him go away.
Huh?
It would make him less trackable through just, I pay for a ticket, everybody who wants to get my ass can just follow my trail.
Yeah, yes, there are methods of moving people about, but
Give me enough money, I'll spill my guts. Really? I just want a bunch of cash.
do you want to have another go at trying to say what you were trying to say, Doc? Oh.
I start searching this
Stop causing
house.
him to freeze up by acknowledging it. What was that, Chris? Yep, I did it too. So
He was
anyway,
searching. He said he's going to start searching the house.
got it. Yeah, you guys searched the place. There's nothing really.
How
Searching the
much?
house.
Nothing of interest or value. He goes, you'll never get anything out of me, Australian. You and your nice friend who keeps, all right, I like the petting on the ear, sure. Who doesn't? But no, the Australians are too good-natured to do any horrible things, he says.
How much money did you want?
At least enough to do it in style. You'd mentioned 40 gold before. That'll be fine for starters.
Hey, Logan.
Mm-hmm.
I lean down and whisper into his ear. I'm not Australian. And then I give him a love tap on the back of his head.
Roll damage.
What's unarmed damage?
D3.
Shit, there is no D3 option. So, oh yeah, there it is. Yeah.
He goes, little rough. Stop that, I'm wounded, he says. You'll kill me if you keep that up.
I smile.
You are Australian, I can tell. Give me a new intimidation, but you're at half because you failed twice before. But I'll give you another roll at half to see if you can pull it out of the fire from abusing him a bit. We all know that you'll fail, but I'll give you a roll at it. That way.
Nice.
Violence is the key to everything, Logan.
He is absolutely terrified. He says, I'm gonna need all right, the 10 gold, and you escort me down to the docks.
Keep talking.
All right. Just don't let him hit me anymore.
Well, we got to know what you have is worth us taking this time and energy.
He says, Madame Birrigan. There, now take me to the dock.
Fucking Bob Marley. What good does that do us? It's just a name until you give us some info.
She was doing malign and obscene ceremonies in front of the triptych. Grants long life and to the ability to endure fleshly torment in pursuit of obscene pleasures.
I just look over at Pete.
So she was doing rituals. Where was she doing them, sorry?
Her mansion. Now give me the 10 gold and take me to the ship.
That's Madame. What was her last? Who?
Ergen.
She got a full name?
I don't know. She's some sort of fancy lady, maybe nobility or something, from back on the main continent, but nowhere close to where I'm going.
And why are you afraid of her?
Her straw men. Whoa.
Oh, hey, that's convenient.
She's a demon. She's a demon inhabiting flesh. My only hope is to get out of here, start a new life in Genovia.
How many straw men do you think she has?
He rolls his general no shit roll and he says, I don't know, maybe a dozen?
Half. Excellent.
No, a dozen.
That you're aware of. I agree.
Good.
And why do you think we're here to ask you about her?
It's obvious that you figured out that I was trying to do some blackmailing. I've heard about you. Everybody's heard about you.
All right, so why didn't you turn up?
I was being chased. I couldn't get it. I got wounded trying to get away. He takes his hand off his side. There's a little bit of blood that's seeped through his clothes. And then I got a guy who says he's not an Australian hitting me, even though it's clear he's an Australian. Don't hit me again.
And why were you And what were you blackmailing about?
I was going to try to get enough money to, get the baronet to give me some money to get out of here.
Yeah, why though were you doing it? As
to get
to
the
what?
money.
Yeah, sorry, not why. Sorry, wrong words. What was the nature of the blackmail material? Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, the baronet's son. He's all over this lady, but she's not really a lady. I think there's something. Maybe she's an elf.
And what evidence do you have?
Evidence? No,
Yeah.
no, it's just the things that I saw in her manner. Now, we got no time. We've got no time. She may be even making more of those things now. What they
And why were
see,
you?
sees.
Sorry.
I said, what they see, she sees.
Oh, okay. And why were you at her manor?
I'd fallen in with the wrong crowd, I guess.
And where is her residence?
It gives you directions to it. But you don't want to park on 4th. 4th is a nightmare for parking. Over on 5th, but not over there. You want to get in the roundabout. Otherwise, your carriage may be sideswiped. I mean, it's a really narrow street. Just don't hit me again. How about that gold and get me over to the docks?
All right.
Get him down to the dock.
Yep.
You guys take him down to the docks, and everybody give me spot hidden rolls at full as you're heading down to the docks.
Whee!
Crit.
Crit. Before they even see you, you go, ooh, and you see like 3 of the straw guys down near the docks hanging out, looking around. People seem to be ignoring them and stuff.
There's 3 straw men down at the docks.
Shit! You've got to save me, he says.
You can come and stay at the embassy for a couple of days.
Okay. You guys give him the embassy. It shows him trying to sleep. Shows a arm like this. He's like,
Oh, no. I'm going to put my arm around him and cuddle him. It's like I got my old bear back. Oh, play immediately. All players drop to 2 magic points. Nice.
Ow.
Let Chris know if he ever makes it back.
That's going to
Mm-hmm. And it's almost noontime. Ooh. So, yeah. What are you guys going to do?
Tell him to go to the embassy, right?
No,
Yeah,
you
we
guys
took him-
took him to the embassy.
we took him to the embassy.
By no means do I give him any fucking gold, Logan.
Okay. You can cuddle with him tonight if you're still alive.
He can earn his gold.
Alrighty. Where the hell is it? It's been on another list.
Chris, you dropped to 2 magic points.
Oh,
Bad
and when
mojo, play immediately.
we drop him off, Logan,
Yeah.
I tell him to tell people at the embassy that his name is Smokey the Bear, and I put my Hello Kitty Band-Aid on his forehead.
Got it. Any special instructions for the people at the embassy?
I look over at Pete.
Only
Joshua.
that there's some bad people that may be after him.
Got it.
Some magic creatures
They double the guard.
that are very hard to see, but hopefully some of the other Australians from MMO land or some of the and others may actually have a better chance of noticing them because some of them actually have some skill in magic.
They triple the guard. Okay, got it.
All right. Now, the fact that we're down to 2 magic points means it makes it difficult to use magic in this circumstance. Excuse me.
And Dan?
Madam Byragon.
Yeah, we should go check her place out.
So whereabouts in town, what sort of area is her house in, Logan?
It's kind of out there a bit. It's far enough away from other, it's in the, like, we have mansions type territory, but kind of the more rundownish ones. But you're thinking as long as it's inside, you might be able to get away with combat and some screaming and shit like that, if that's what you're looking for.
I'd rather not have any combat, but...
Well, no magic combat anyway. Yeah.
All right, gents, so...
So, Joshua.
Yes, Colbert.
You believe this might be the lair of the biggest problems issue for this whole thing? Is it possible to get like 4 runners from the embassy to stand way outside of the area we're about to go into and run for guards if they believe something is seriously afoot?
Possibly. The only thing is if we go in and start and have to fight or attack people, then I would rather go in try and go in quietly.
Is there a way for you to take something that could give them a signal to do so? So just a ruckus does not cause them to run off and look for guards? Like a whistle?
Maybe.
Because it would be nice to have, some sort of backup.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea though. If the shit hits the fan, we try and get guards.
Because obviously, if this lady's house is full of fucking straw men, zombie things, etc., it'd be hard for her to explain that situation.
Yeah, except that people can't seem to see them most of the time.
Well, they might see the heads.
Once they're dead.
Clever planning and stuff, Logan.
Depends on if we can get in, and assumably poor Arthur is in there, getting held against his will, potentially going to get used for a sacrifice in one of her rituals.
I haven't been to one of those yet. That'll be interesting.
So it's just a matter of how we get in there.
So we have lost the Chris again. Oh, he's actually wandered off, but as long as he's not trying to as long as he's not trying to say anything, his shit works. As soon as he speaks, it stops.